Hello. It's a Sunday and I am heading to church in Harlem. It's actually all white Sunday, which I am so excited about because I'm like, this is going to be so beautiful for so many reasons, right? Like, first of all, I love summer. I love Sundays in Harlem. Harlem has such a special energy on Sundays. I know that's also historic. Sundays was when a lot of Black folks would come out, go to church, and then just spend time walking around looking beautiful. Just for me, just the image of everyone in my church wearing white is such a beautiful color on dark skin. And then just being able to enjoy this energy. The weather is really gorgeous. We've had, a lot of interesting things going on with the weather in terms of the air quality, which because of the wildfires in Canada had really draped a lot of the US, and particularly in New York City it was pretty poor. And then yesterday we had some rain and some thunderstorms, and so that really cleared that up. So beautiful sunny day. um, Heading to church service, and just really feeling grateful. I mean, I know I've mentioned in another video that with all the changes going on, it's really nice just to be able to enjoy the present moment. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kalima Fergus Ayele. I am an international school leader, founder and CEO of Round Trip Ticket Home. At Round Trip Ticket Home, we support schools and school leadership teams in creating and building cultures of belonging and connection. And we use design thinking tools in order to do that. And design thinking tools is really about allowing ourselves to experiment with the way that we show up and solve problems, and really centering ourselves in that spirit of creativity and curiosity. So that's a big part of it. And right now, I am preparing for a move to Morocco. I am from New York, right? So this is my home. I never lived in Harlem, but my mom did. So when her family moved to New York from Virginia, they moved to Harlem. So this is a huge part of her growing up is in this part of New York City. I'm from Brooklyn, so I do appreciate Harlem. Still a Brooklyn girl. We can be very territorial in that way, a little provincial. Great to be here on a Sunday and to really enjoy everything that this community has to offer. And I know I think a lot about leadership, about identity, about belonging, about connection, and really what it means to show up for ourselves and each other as leaders on multiple levels, right? We are all leaders first and foremost in our own lives, right? You are leading the systems of your own life. So just to keep my ideas organized, I usually think about life in terms of some areas or zones, right? So there's the health zone, which I think is the most important, should be prioritized, but what systems are you designing to remain healthy emotionally, physically, psychologically, spiritually? For me, going to church like I'm doing today is a part of my spiritual health. Being in community is part of that as well. And then there's a second zone, which is relationships. So how are you connecting with friends, with close partnerships, with colleagues? So that is all part of that as well. And the second zone is relationships. So friendships, romantic partnerships, colleagues at work, family members, children, if you're a parent, spouse, if you're married, parents, if you're caring for them as well, siblings, cousins, etc. And then the outer sphere, which is how you show up in the world, right? What is your work, career, creative offering? What is it that you're developing that is making the world a better place? Thinking of all of those areas at once can be a little overwhelming. So why not break it up? Why not say, I'm going to spend these 3 months designing a new system for this area of my life, and then the next 3 months go to another area, and then the next to another area. If that's something you're interested in, that's some of the work that I'm to do as well to support folks, is actually every 3 months or so hosting a workshop, a live workshop I should say, that gives the opportunity for you to choose one of those areas to focus on and move through that design process together. That's what I have to offer. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So I'm heading back home now after church. It was amazing. It was amazing. And the sermon, the sermon was all around preparation for the next assignment, which is like perfect for where I am at this moment of my journey. I love when that happens, when the sermon is like, yep, just what I needed at this moment. So yeah, just so thrilled that I get to experience that. I mean, I'm not sure if I will be able to go back in person to church before I leave because I'm leaving in a few weeks and they are not having service in person every Sunday. For the summer, they do like a hybrid schedule. And so I'm also just grateful that at least I had such a wonderful, special experience. For the last time that I'll probably be in person this summer. There was also the baptism, there was also baby dedication. So, yeah, it just felt like a really special celebration and a wonderful time to be there. And then after service, I went and got Ethiopian food, which is also really such a lovely treat and not something that I can do all the time. But I really enjoy eating Ethiopian food. If you haven't tried it before, it's definitely something to experience. The food makes me feel good and it's really good for you because it's a fermented grain that's really healthy. And so I am excited about that as well. So, yeah, just feeling grateful and joyful. And yeah, ready. As I said, I'm in it. I'm in the trenches, getting things together and sorting everything out. And so just happy to be along that journey. All right. Talk soon. Bye.